Welcome to YouTube channel of Akshar Education. Now in this video we are going to discuss rationalization of denominator. So what is the rationalization process? So we have to solve the sums based on rationalization of denominator. Done. So question is rationalize denominator. Done. So whenever the rational number is there in denominator, one rational number is there. Rational number is in the form of p by q, where q is irrational number. So whenever the denominator is irrational number, we have to convert that irrational denominator into rational number, is known as rationalization. Done. So let's try to understand the concept with sums. First question, here we have to rationalize the denominator. 3 upon root 5 is there. This is one rational number. In this rational number, numerator is 3 and denominator is root 5, where root 5 is irrational number. So denominator is irrational number. We have to convert this irrational number into rational numbers by multiplying with proper rationalization factor. So your rationalization factor is root 5. So multiply numerator and denominator with root 5. We are getting 3 root 5. Numerator multiplication 3 into root 5, 3 root 5, and denominator multiplication is root 5 into root 5. So it's a 5. So here 5 is rational number. Done. So this is known as rationalization of denominator, where irrational denominator is converted into rational number. Clear, students? Now one more question. So here we are given root 2 plus root 5 divided by root 3. Done. Perform rationalization of denominator. Here denominator is root 3, which is irrational number. We have to convert this irrational denominator into rational denominator, and for that we will perform rationalization by multiplying some proper rationalization factor. Done. For any irrational number, है ना, ये आपको याद रखना है. For any irrational number there are infinite rationalization factor. So out of that infinite rationalization factor we have to use only one rationalization factor. कौन सा होगा यहाँ पर? Let's say it's a root 3. Done. So this is equal to root 3 को root 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 3 हो जाएगा, तो हमारा irrational नंबर रेशनल हो गया. So multiply this numerator. So it's a root 2 plus root 5 multiply by this root 3, and denominator root 3 into root 3 is 3. इसको मल्टीप्लाई करके लिखे तो root 6 plus root 15 by 3. Given number is root 2 plus root 5 by root 3, where root 3 is irrational number. Denominator was irrational number. Now denominator is irrational number. Rational number. So this irrational number is converted into rational number. So converting this irrational denominator into rational denominator is known as rationalization. Clear, students? Next question number 3. So here we are given root 3 minus root 2 upon root 3 plus root 2. Perform rationalization of denominator. Root 3 is irrational number. Root 2 is also irrational number. Addition of two irrational number will be irrational number, and hence we can say this denominator, this entire denominator is irrational number. So now we have to convert this irrational denominator into rational denominator. We have to perform rationalization. So for that we have to multiply this term with proper rationalization factor. And for this type of term, what is the rationalization factor? Root 3 minus root 2 upon root 3 plus root 2. So here we have to consider the denominator. In denominator we are having plus sign. So if we consider minus sign, it will be rationalized. So it's a root 3 minus root 2 upon root 3 minus root 2. Done. जो प्लस साइन थी उसके हमने माइनस साइन ले ली और न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर को मल्टीप्लाई किया. नाउ परफॉर्म मल्टीप्लिकेशन इन न्यूमरेटर. सो इट विल बी √3 minus √2 whole square, and denominator it will be √3 plus √2 and √3 minus √2. Now for the simplification of this we are having two identities, a minus b whole square. First identity was यहाँ पर लिखे a minus b whole square, हमने 8th स्टैंडर्ड में स्टडी किया. दिस इज इक्वल टू a square minus 2ab plus b square, and सपोज यहाँ पर प्लस साइन होगी so it will be plus. Another one a minus b into a plus b, this is equal to a square minus b square. Done. So here expansion of this one, a minus b whole square करके करना है. It's the first term square minus 2 into first into second term plus second term square. First term is √3, last term is √2, this one is √3 √2, divide by a plus b, a minus b, first term square minus second term square. This one is √3, this one is √2. Clear? So √3 square is 3 minus 2 into √3 into √2, √6, √6 plus √2 square is 2, divide by √3 square 3, √2 square 2, square root will be cut out. Now 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 2 √6 by 1, and this is equal to 5 minus 2 √6. So denominator 1 आ गया, which is rational number. So now irrational denominator is converted into rational denominator, hence this is known as rationalization. Done. This process is known as rationalization of denominator. Next question. Question number 4. So here given question is 1 plus √2 divided by 3 plus 2 √2. 1 plus √2 divided by 3 plus 2 √2. Perform rationalization. So rationalization factor students, बोलो क्या होगा. Here denominator is plus sign, so 3 plus 2 √2 is there, plus sign. So for rationalization factor we have to consider opposite sign. प्लस के ऑपोजिट साइन माइनस साइन होगी, सो माइनस साइन लेके न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. इट्स 3 minus 2 √2 डिवाइड बाई 3 minus 2 √2. क्लियर? नाउ एक्सपांसन. सो न्यूमरेटर इट्स 1 plus √2, दिस विल बी 3 minus 2 √2 डिवाइड बाई डिनोमिनेटर 3 plus 2 √2, 3 minus 2 √2. So what is the expansion? Binomial with binomial. So multiply this 1 with this entire bracket, this √2 with entire bracket. So it's 1 into 3, 3 minus 1 into minus 2 √2. So it's 2 √2 plus 3 √2 plus minus 2 into √2 into 2, 4. This will be 4. Divide by 3 square minus 2 √2 square. This is equal to 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 minus 1 plus 3 √2 minus 2. So it's 1 √2. So it's a √2. 3 square is 9 minus 2 √2 square. 2 square 4. √2 square 2, 4 2 is 8, minus 8. So this is equal to minus 1 plus √2 whole divided by 1. So this is nothing but the √2 minus 1. Clear students? So again irrational denominator is converted into rational denominator. So this process is known as rationalization of denominator. Clear students? So now pause this video and note it down.